got my man Amir Ali on the Untold interview.
Yes,
What's
sir.
going on?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm chilling, man.
That's
I'm
what's up,
chilling.
bro.
You know, off camera, like I just said, man, yo, you one of the hottest rap artists in the city of Philadelphia.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I love hearing that, bro. You know what I mean? To me, it's all new. You feel what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna say that's new. I've been hearing that for a long time, but
Right.
I just started sharing my art with the world. So like when people accept it like that, like it's just a blessing to me. You know what I mean? That's how I take it every time. So I
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
it.
Yeah. I was telling somebody that I could see you in that same room with the Kendricks, the J. Coles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where and not the, not to belittle any of the other artists that's in the
Yeah.
tri-state, but you in particular, I could see you in those rooms. Like you could
Yeah.
hold your own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and I mean, I guess like they probably do. They regard themselves highly when it comes to
Right.
their skill and they practice, and I think I do too. So like that's why it come out like that. Like you know what I'm saying. But I hold myself to an extremely high standard. You know what I'm saying. So I don't know if other rappers do that, and that's probably why. Like you know what I'm saying. But I'm sure those guys you mentioned, they probably got maybe like the itch that I got. You know what I mean? I don't even know if it's the same, but we gonna find out. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Amir Ali, is that your real
My government name?
your government?
No. My Ali is my father's middle name.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's where I got it from. My middle name is his first is Rashid.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean, Amir Rashid was just a little bit too long for me, so I shortened it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that. I like that. What part of Philadelphia you from?
West Philly.
West Philly?
West Side. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm from all over West too. You know what I mean? I done lived in all kinds of parts, stayed with family members in different parts, and it's like, you know what I mean? That's just where my story began. You know what I'm saying? So
Now growing up in Philadelphia, how did you navigate through Philadelphia?
um I think, bro, I'm still navigating through Philadelphia. You feel what I'm saying? It's one of them joints. Like I know people that didn't make it
Right,
far.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
And I think that's what I automatically thought about when you asked me that, because it's like, bro, I'm still navigating it's a tricky place. You know what I mean? It's an urban inner city. Like, and, I think it's just like one of them joints that, like, it's difficult growing up here, young black male. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I had some people around me to pour the right things into me. I mean, I had some people around me pouring the wrong things too, but like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I've taken my lessons through my life and applied them in things that I was taught by people and applied them, and they got me where I'm at. So, you know what I mean? That's how I navigate for real.
Okay. How was your childhood growing up?
It was cool. I mean, it was me and my sister growing up. You know what I mean, in my earlier years. You know what I mean, once I hit my teens and all of that, like, you know what I mean, I had little brothers. My mom had 3 little brothers, and I think it was me, my mom, my sister at one point. You know what I mean, and we thugged it out. I mean, I got a lot of love poured into me, so like. I mean, I was active. I was out in the, playing sports, doing stuff like that. And, grew up. I had examples of what the streets could do to you. And, I touched my hand. And I think, my joint average, when I think about the average kid from here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up, and it was it was a normal growing up for this city.
Right,
you know what I
right,
mean?
right. Who's some of the artists that you listened to growing up?
A lot of people, bro. Like I don't know. I can't just keep it rap because like R&B, soul music play. You know what I mean? Gospel music, rock, country. Oh, like I listen to a lot of music, bro. Like my folks put me on a lot of music. And I think if I just had to give like who I really was on on my come up, it was definitely Jay-Z, Wayne. You know what I mean? I say that a lot in my interviews. Like, I big them up. Definitely like the Drake, the Kendrick era. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of people, bro. Kiss, Biggie, Nas, Jay, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? The Locks in general. You know what I mean? Cameron, Dipset. Like, bro, I was listening to anything, DMX, Rough Riders, anything.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Everything. Anything that came out of Philly, I was listening to. You know what I mean? Like, so, a lot of people, bro. I could sit here and name people all day. But
What age was it that you first initially started to even have the inspiration of rapping?
I was young, bro. I was young. I was a little boy. You know what I mean? And I
Right.
wanted to do it. You know what I mean? I was born in '93. You know what I'm saying? So rap is becoming like super popular. You know what I mean? I wanted to do it too. You know what I mean? I just was influenced. So like early on as a little boy, before it was rap, it was like I would just see, like I grew up in a musical household. They always had something on.
Right.
The Temptations, you know what I mean? The Jacksons, whatever. Like I'm watching certain people and I'm like, damn, he a star. I want to be a star. Like that kind of thing. And I think once, you know what I mean, I got into rap, that's when it like I wrote a rap when I was like in third grade. Like I was like 8, 9 years old, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. I performed it for the school and all that. Like,
Wow.
so I always had to, like, you know what I mean, like the itch to like try my own hand. You know what I'm saying? So.
Now, growing up in the city of Philadelphia, we are the home of the spitters. You know,
Yeah.
he giggled.
Yeah, sure. We the home of a lot of shit now.
Right. Home of the spitters. What was your first time in the studio? Do you remember that?
My very first time, I remember some of like the early times. My first time was probably ass. Like we ain't know what we was doing.
Was you Amir Ali at that time?
No, I wasn't even nobody. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because like I used to go by Meech, like Big Meech.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like all my homies would call me that. A bunch of people know me by that, but like that was developed around like the first couple times I went into the studio or wrote my first like serious raps and brought them back to my homies. Like that name came, but my first time in the studio, I was just Amir. Like you know what I'm saying? And I think as a young boy popping, I should telling people I could rap. And then my man, I'm trying to think if this was my first time in the studio, I gotta give it to my man Vito. Like it's crazy because it was right around the corner from here. Like I used to come up here as a young boy, like come up here. He had a little equipment set up in his crib, and that was my first studio. Like we had like styrofoam on the wall trying. You know what I mean? Like we ain't have
that little soundproof
and a blanket up trying to make a booth.
Oh yeah, that was the basement.
That's how we was in the studio then. So like that's my first real experience with it. But like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was probably shitty. We probably didn't make no music. We probably just in there messing around, listening to beats. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely became a studio rat though. You know what I mean? Over time.
Your first song that was in the studio, is it something that you could look back on and reflect from and know and distinguish like, yo, I used to rap like this, but now I done,
absolutely.
up my game.
Absolutely. I feel like that about some of the shit that I recently put out.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like when I hit a different level, I'm like, cause what I do is I'm like my biggest critic. So I'll go over like, I should have did this. I should have did this better. But like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't win them all. You know what I'm saying?
This one's for Gordy.
Yeah. Long live Jay.
Yes, sir. Where were you mentally when you created that?
It's a rap that I made. That's where I got that from. This was right after he passed. It was right before I went to Virginia and moved on High Street. And fuck it, this one for Gordy. If we do anything, we gonna do it right. Hoping one of these verses that I write could bring him back to life. So I just made that my handle
Right.
after, you know what I mean? Like, and it's been that ever since. And like, I went to go see if I could get Amir Ali. Somebody else has it on different platforms. You know what I mean? It's another star in a different country
That have your name.
that got the handle. Like,
Okay,
you know
got
what I'm saying?
you.
On
Okay.
social media. You know what I mean? So I could fight and try to get it, but I like my little my username on everything because it's unique to my man. Like I get to keep his name alive that way. Like people come up to me or comment all the time, "Yo, Gordy, you hard, bro," and I'm like, I don't even correct a lot of people. Like I just be like, "Yeah, that's what's up, bro," because it's my way to keep bro alive. So like,
Right.
that's really what it's about.
You've lost multiple brothers, am I correct?
Yeah. I lost a lot of people, but yeah, two like very close people to me. You know what I mean? Like it was really a group of like 20 plus of us from around my way, but it was like four of us that like was here with it. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
All our families know. Like, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? It was one of them Jones, and two of them passed away. Yeah.
How did that reflect your music?
I made some of my best music from it because I, you know what I mean, used it to express myself. So like some of my best bars, like there's a rap that I did over Pound Cake by Drake. I did that after Jay Gordy.
Okay.
And after he died, that was like 2013, 2014. That was right around the time I wrote that other rap. You know what I mean? Like, but that rap that I did over Pound Cake, like to me and all my folks, it was like, oh shit, this hard. Like people was going around showing people. It was, you know what I mean? I could see the change in people. Like I used to take raps to people. They be like, all right, that's, you know what I mean? But now they was taking that rap and showing people.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, all right, something a little different. Like, you know what I mean? Their reaction to it was different. So that was like, you know what I mean? It just allowed me to express myself. And then when my other brother, Man died, Safit, you know what I mean? We call him Manny, we call him Man. I got 1,000 names for cuz, but like, I call him Dot. Like you'll hear me say that a lot in my music. That's Manny Dot. Like, you know what I'm saying? He passed in 2019. And that had steered me away from music for a little while. Cause it's history with me and bro. You know what I mean? Like, for real, he like one of the first people I took my serious rap to. So like, it had hurt me. You know what I mean? That like, damn, like, I don't even really want to do this without bro. So it was like one of them joints. And then after a while, I just was able to, you know what I mean? You know, I'll never lose the itch to write. So I wrote something that was expressing my feelings, and everybody was like, which actually turned into one of my songs on the project that I just dropped, High Street, Even When We Die. The lyrics to that is one of the first things I wrote after he had passed, but it was like a year and a half gap from when, because I remember people still trying to get me, yo, bro, you should pop out, you should rap, you should. And I'm like, bro, leave me alone, I'm off that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We in a different era. That's not, you know what I mean? That's not my story. So,
Right.
And I was believing that. I was saying it. I started believing it. You know what I mean? But I wrote that, and I was like, oh, no, I still got it, though. I'm still getting better, like, without even practicing it. You know what I mean? Like, I just was like, oh, no. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it just allowed me to reflect, bro, like, to the simple answer to your question.
Losing your brothers mentally. Well, let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
When you got the news about Gordy,
Yeah.
where was you? And when you heard the news, mentally, where were you at?
I was at my mom crib out in Delaware County. I was at my mom crib. My homie, or like my brother, my right hand man. Like, you know what I mean, we got that 20 years in, like, Razzie. He called me. You know what I mean? I thought he was playing. I mean, how the fuck is you playing on my phone? And he was like, bro, how the fuck would I play? Like, that's why, like, I got a song on the album called Therapy. There's like a little interlude in between the verses where that happens. Like, I kind of emulate that moment, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he called me, and it sent us all like on a downward spiral. We was always like out the way. you know what I mean, just touch a little paper, you know what I mean, go have fun type niggas. Like, we was never super heavy, like, oh, we repping a block, we doing this, so that, we wasn't them niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? And I think when Jay died, it just, me, man, and Rashawn, and everybody, it was a lot of people, like, shit just was different, you know what I mean? It just put us in a negative mind space, and we was kind of crashing out, you know what I mean? And I saw that, I started to feel that energy. I felt like it was a dark cloud, you know what I mean? And, you know, like, that's one of the reasons I wound up getting up out of there and just heading down Virginia, like, you know what I'm saying? So it was just, it put me in a negative mind space for real, for real. Although, all the while I was still writing, but I was into a lot of dumb shit at the
Right.
time. And, you know what I mean? My homie just died, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he died, he passed away in his sleep, right?
Wow.
So I want to go do something to somebody, but I can't. Who I'm gonna do it to? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, so I had that energy, and I think we all was carrying that. You know what I mean? And I think, like, it really just was negative for us. Like, you know what I mean? I think it did damage to man that he might have not ever really recovered from. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's that type shit. Like, I think it put us on the path to where we are now. You know what I mean? Everybody where they supposed to be, I think. You know what I mean? You know, it was all written, you know what I'm saying, by the will of Allah. And I think it's just, you know what I mean? You know, it's one of them things that I reflect on, like, where I was at around that time. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, I'm in a much different space now. Even to be able to talk about it, like, and I think off camera I said to you, like, you know what I mean? I take these points and I like to look back and reflect on them, like, damn.
Right.
Because nobody really know the space. I could try to explain it to you, but you don't really know the space that I was in. I was ready to crash. And
What was the space you was in?
I was ready to crash. I was trying to crash out, you know what I mean? And it was just a weird time, you know what I mean? Because, like, I'm grieving. Me and my homies is grieving. It was just like, you know what I mean? Some certain people didn't have, I guess we thought that we was going to, like, get a little bit more grace. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, like, you know what I mean? You know, things change, people change. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see who your real homies is, you see who really gave a fuck and who was with you, and, like, that type shit kind of just made us, like, you know what I mean? Put us in a negative space. And I think I got up out of here. I mean, Razzie got up out of here, but Man didn't leave. I mean, he stayed and he was always around, and he was we was kids. I don't think I said, like, we was kids, and he stayed in jail. Like, you know what I mean, every year, you know what I mean, he would, like, violate probation and some dumb shit too. It would be like small shit. He would just go back, go do it. You know what I mean? It was like, but he was just caught up in the system. And he would come back home, come out and do some stupid shit. Now you getting booked because you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
You got into it with somebody at the bar, or you down at the wherever you at, and you got caught because you was, you know what I mean? You done smacked your car out, hit and run, and then you like, it was that type of shit he would go to jail over. You know what I'm saying? And I think it fucked with him. He never was able to, like, get an outlet to get away from that shit, because, like, that's what me and Razzie did, that it changed my whole perspective on a lot of shit. I felt like I was putting a cap on myself when I was just on the block, when I was running away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew that the world was bigger than that shit, for real, and, like, it took me to, like, really just jump off the building to see, like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But
Now, can you elaborate on how did you lose your brothers? You know.
yeah, like, what the cause of death was.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm gonna stay away from it, just to the respect for the family. I mean, like, and I've talked about Man because his is like, you know what I mean? Like, he took his own life, so suicide is, like, real big for me. But, like, you know what I mean, when it comes to Jay, you know what I mean, I'll stay away from it, because, like, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean, that ain't for everybody. But I think with Man, I talk about it a lot, because, you know what I mean, there's people out here that wanted to do something to themselves today and didn't. I mean, hopefully they can see this joint, and hopefully I can talk about, how the suicide affected me and where I was at and what it did to the family and all of that shit, and it can help somebody else. Like, so
Right.
I talk about man shit a lot, but like when it come to Jay, I can't leave, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what happened, bro. Passed away in his sleep. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a complication with something, but it was like, you know what I mean? You know, a deep joint.
Did you get a chance to, grieve and, and cry?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for years. For years. You know what I mean? Like, years. I was crying about that shit. I still cry. I still take my time. I take my mental health, like, super serious now.
Right.
And energy and shit that be around me, like, because, like, that shit, stress will take you out of here, too. You know what I mean? Stress will draw you off the cliff. You know what I'm saying? And I seen it many times over. Like, you know what I mean? Like, with a lot of people in my life. And it's like, one of them Jones, it's like, I can't go out that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I won't let it happen to me. You know what I'm saying? So.
Speaking of mental health, how's your mental health today?
Like I said, bro, I'm in a much better place. You know what I mean? I'm able to, like, speak on things. I'm like, I got a good relationship with myself. You know what I mean, these days. Before I really didn't. You know what I'm saying? I think I know how to communicate with myself when I'm feeling something. It's like, I know how to tell myself when. And I'm still learning, I'm still getting better, and I think that's the part that's the key. Like, I'm always trying to, like, get better, and how do I take care of my mental health better, and how do I, you know what I mean? Like, what can I read today? What advice can I get from somebody today? I'm always, like, open ears to it, so, you know what I mean? And I just take it serious. I know it ain't nothing to play with, but I've been through some shit, so, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't play around with your mental health.
That's a fact.
At this stage, you know what I mean, with the shit that I've seen and been through myself, and, like, I seen it. Niggas crash out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen niggas see some of the same shit I seen. Been through some of the same shit I've been through. Crash out. You know what I mean? It's a sad thing, but it's like, can't let it be me. And if that mean, and it's fucked up that we not taught that. You know what I mean? Like, taking care of your health. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
If you injure yourself, you gonna go to the doctor all of that. You know what I mean? You gonna take care of it, but it's like, we don't take care of our minds. You know what I mean? It's like always looked at as a bad thing. You know what I mean? It got a negative, you know what I mean, energy surrounding it. And I think, I don't know if I really used to believe that, but I guess I did, because for some reason, I just never thought to take care of myself mentally. I always thought I had it. I always thought I was good, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I got the song on the album. Like, you know what I mean? I literally had that moment. It's called Therapy. You know what I mean? But the hook go, I fuck around and need therapy. I had went through something, got in the car with my homie, and I was like, bro, I fuck around and need some therapy. Like, that's a live moment. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, I started digging into it.
When words fail, how do you express yourself outside of the studio when words fail?
I think the main thing for me when it comes to my mental health is what am I doing to keep my happiness?
Right.
Because I'll get to a point where I feel like I can't express myself or something like that. And before, I didn't really have too many more outlets. You know what I mean? Really, I would abuse bad habits. That's what it really became. You know what I'm saying? And like, when you don't got many other things, like, nobody has like 10 different things they can use as an outlet. You know what I'm saying? Right. Most people got 2. You know what I mean? 1. Like, I know people with none. So it's like, and it's, you know what I mean? I had music. When I was young, I had sports that, like, took up my time, my energy, my focus. You know what I mean? Like I was able to express my anger sometimes through that. Like, but now I just look at it like, what am I doing to keep my happiness level up? What good things am I pouring into my cup to combat the, you know what I mean? Because it's like when I get to the moments, it's like, all right, well, the studio not working, or the studio, it ain't hitting right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I just tap into what makes me happy. All right, now I'm gonna go spend time with my little brothers. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go take a trip. I'm gonna go, you know what I mean? I go spend time. I pop out places by myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in the cut all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not as much no more, but before, like that's one of the things I love to do. I just leave, get up and slide, because it's like, I don't know, I'm just always trying to figure out a way to make myself happy, because I know I got things in my mind that's going to make me sad today. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody even going to know why I'm sad or agitated. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, dude. I used to complain about feeling like it was a dark cloud over me and shit like that, or like I would be angry and shit, right? You know what I mean? And I think I started asking myself, like, what are you doing to fight that?
Right.
You know what I mean, are you doing something today? Did you do something to make yourself happy? Like, did you physically? I used to just be robotic in my you know what I mean, like my everyday. And like I was doing shit and I was around shit that I'm not happy here, bro. I want to go do some shit that's gonna make me like laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool. I don't want to be. I'm on angles with everybody in here. I done went through it with people. Now I'm in spots that I don't want to be in.
Right.
For what reason? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
when you're in a room full of people, do you feel like you're there by yourself?
I think, yeah, sometimes, yeah. Like the short answer, I think that's just natural. You know what I mean? Based on my character and how I am, I'm kind of always in the cut. I'm always in my head thinking about something. You know what I'm saying? So like, I find time in the studio packed. And sometimes I zone out. And people let me zone out. So I got the right people around me. They say, oh, bro in his bag. Like, you know what I mean? And I'll zone out and I'll just be in my own world. Like,
you an introvert?
Somewhat. I think I'm a people person though, and I nurture relationships. Like, you know what I mean? So I know how to communicate, but I also know how to be alone too.
Right.
I think people should, you know what I mean, learn how to be alone more. Like, you know what I mean? People kind of, it's a negative energy around that. Like, you know what I mean? Being lonely and being alone. And it's like,
isolation, man.
It
not calls the man to wonder.
You know what I mean? It's not always bad. And you gotta, that's where I get to know myself the best.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because otherwise, I'm always comparing or judging myself against other people or my opinions or my thoughts or whatever. Like, sometimes you need to work shit out by yourself. So like, I know how to be alone or how to get in my zone when I'm in a room full of people. Like, all right, I gotta tune everybody out. Like,
the loss of your brothers, how did that change your perspective on life itself?
It made me want to live. I feel like when Jay died, our actions was like you start, when you grieving and you in the wrong places, you start making decisions that like, I just want a lot, like, you know what I mean? If I could give one piece of advice to a young boy, like, it's like, yo, like, what actions are you doing? Like, are they towards living or dying?
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, when Jay died, I felt like we was doing shit that was like, what are we, you know what I mean? Like, and then when Man died, I just like had a moment, because I was grieving and, you know what I mean, I was in a negative space mentally, but then I had this kind of like look in the mirror moment where I was like, yo, you either gonna live after this shit or you gonna die next. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you going, you know what I mean? Like, if you're not living, you dying. You expiring. You know what I mean? Like, your clock is just running out. And it's like, take the time while you got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it made me want to live, like, not just for bro, but for myself. Like I wish bro would have got to live. I wish they both would have got to live. And like, I know them niggas, like, you know what I mean? They was good dudes. So like, you know what I mean? They would have had a time. They would have been something. They would have been productive. Like, I mean, they was the earth could use them two niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it. So it's like, that's where I live. Like, I don't take shit for granted. I don't want to waste no time. I want to get right to it. And I'm always looking for a way to combat the things that's going to make me feel angry or negative. I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to live the rest of my days out, you know what I mean? Like, you know, with my head high, not with my head down. Before I used to walk around with my head down, angry at people. Like, I don't really do that shit no more. Like,
How do J beats resonate, to, your storytelling and your music?
you said Jay
Sav.
Jay Saif,
Saif, I'm
my
sorry.
partner, yeah. We developed a chemistry. I think I noticed a gift in bro when it came to production, but also just like not just like making a beat, but also like putting a whole song together, like singing, rapping on a track. So I noticed he had a gift early on. We worked a little bit in the beginning, and then like throughout the years, we just developed a friendship. You know what I'm saying? And like then we also by that we started developing chemistry. So like me and bro, like it's magic with me and bro in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like I could be on the other side of the room in a different conversation. There's 15 people in the studio. We'll both hear something, have a look, and be like, you know what I mean? And we'll communicate. Like it's like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We in sync when it comes to it. So like I think bro can match my energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I found somebody that could definitely match my energy when it comes to production. So shout out to bro.
Now, most artists today, they take I'm gonna go on YouTube, rip that beat off, lease it,
Yeah,
things like that.
yeah.
You took the route where an artist, link up with a producer where that producer could kind of like tailor made
Yeah,
their sound.
yeah.
How important is it for artists to find a producer that could tailor make their sound?
I mean, I think it's like, first of all, it depends on your goals.
Right.
Not every artist has the same goal. And like that's the one thing, like that's the one piece of context that like a lot of conversations around like what artists should do, like we need that piece of context. Cause like if your goal is to do a certain thing, then maybe you do want to do that. Maybe you do want to just go on YouTube and find a beat right quick because you're looking for something like, you know what I mean? So I think that's the first place to start. But the second place, it's paramount. Like if you want to if you want to build something, then get with somebody that you can build with, because it's hard when you an artist with no help, nobody to teach you how to do shit or even how to speak to people. So you reaching out to producers and saying the wrong shit or coming off wrong, looking like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just, or you doing business wrong.
Right.
Because you don't got no guidance and nobody around you. So, and you know what I mean? Then when you make too many bad decisions, now you got a bad name. It's like, as an artist, it's hard because we just looking at people do it. You know what I'm saying? I know I was on YouTube too before I found Jay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was on YouTube, and that's why I never really put no records out, because the hassle of trying to, yo, bro, I need this beat. Can I buy it off you? Because I ain't trying to get, back in the day, I'm not thinking I ain't trying to get sued. I wasn't trying to rip it off, but like, you know what I mean? You know, I just didn't want to deal with the hassle. For me, I was like, man, turn another nigga beat on. I'll just rap on that. You know what I'm saying? Put the camera on. Like, that was my, you know what I mean? But I was never in it. I didn't have the same goal that I got today.
Okay.
Or goals that I got today. Now I'm building something. You know what I'm saying? So it's a totally different ball game. That's why I had to sit down with Jay and say, yo, bro, right now is the time that we should do this. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I had a vision. You know what I mean? And this shit, I'm bringing this shit to life. You know what I mean? I'm in the middle of it, so.
You say that experience cures writer block. Am I correct?
I think so. Yeah, if you go and live Go live. If you having writer's block, go live. Go through something. You don't gotta go through something negative. You can go through something positive. A change, growth.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can study and learn something, and now you got a different knowledge that you can use and articulate. And I think when it comes to writing and being a writer and creativity, like, it's in here. So you gotta figure out a way to get it. It's your responsibility to get it out. And I think when you have a writer's block, give yourself a break. Or try, like, writing practice. Like, it's different things you can try. Like, other people put things out on the internet. You can try to cure that. Like, it's up to you. It's what you find for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think? What track best shows your growth in your music?
In my music, I think it's hard to pick from the album because I think the album really just shows the growth. But if I had to pick one that shows the growth in my music, I think "Please Don't Feed the Wolves" is an example, right? Because I feel like the beat is when I first heard the beat, I wrote a verse and it was just bars.
Right.
I didn't write no hook or none of that. I didn't have that idea yet. You know what I'm saying? And I was gearing up to do the album. I'm like, I want to make records though. I'm trying to get into making records. I want to find my own formula, my own sauce for making records that people like. And I think that I rapped the first verse for a couple people that, oh yeah, it's hot, bro. But then I came back with the revised song. And people like, oh, like, I like the hook. Like, who did the who that? And I'm like, it's me on the hook. Like, what you singing? I'm like, bro, I'm trying to make good music. It ain't even about, like, do you like the song? And they like, yeah, bro, I love it. I get a lot of feedback about "Please Don't Feed the Wolves." Like, but it was something that I kind of like told myself that, yo, chill out. We're not just gonna do your best rap here.
Right.
It's not about that. It's about making the best song. Like, you know what I'm saying? From like top to bottom. Like, when it come on when it go off. Like, so yeah, that's one that showed the groove for sure.
What's your vibe in the studio? Some artists, they like, a lot of people in the studio. Some of them, they gotta have a bunch of, marijuana smoke in there, and some they just want themselves and the producer. What's yours?
It varies. I do all kinds of sessions. Sometimes it's 15 people. Sometimes we blowing it down. Sometimes I say no. Sometimes I got people in the studio that don't want to be around smoke, or I got a singer in there. No, we not smoking today. Or we going out somewhere else and smoking. Or sometimes I kick niggas out the studio. We deep and I'm not catching the vibe. I want, yo, bro, me and bro just need, you know what I mean? It's just me and Jay. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm a rat in the studio now, bro. Like, we got our own studio now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And bro, I stayed in there 2 weeks one time. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean? Like, and that's just how it is, like, at this point. So people come through, it be deep, then it be nobody in there. It's times when I'm in the studio by myself, like, and I don't know how to engineer well. I know how to do some things, but like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna wait till Jay get back. He might not come back till tomorrow. I might go home and then come back, but I sat in the studio and thought about the process, and I was able to practice in my mind and practice out loud, like, I mean, shit like this. So I'm a rat now. It don't even matter what's going on in the studio. I get to a special place in my head no matter what kind of scene I'm in. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could be in a fancy studio, I could be in a joint that's like right here. We had a setup, you know what I mean, and we had the little joint around it so we could change the acoustics in here. You know what I mean? I know how to get in my zone anywhere.
After you come out the studio with your finished product, what is the steps to get in the public to hear your product and gravitate to your product?
Get a distribution account with one of these online distributors.
Okay.
TuneCore, DistroKid, something, you know what I mean? Or if you in a different bracket, you get the ones that are above that, you know what I mean? But those are like the starter joints, and I'm sure I'm like the 100th person giving this information. get an account. You know what I mean? Sign up for BMI or ASCAP, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? A publisher account and a writer account. And you know, it's other information. I'm just giving pieces, but do those two things. Do some homework on the release of a record, the process of it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I ain't about to sit here and get a whole joint because you should do a lot.
Right.
But I'm trying to give like the most important pieces. Like figure out how to put that out on the internet yourself. Put the music out. People will tell you if it's good or not. You know what I mean? And I think that's the key, being consistent, putting it out, putting it in people's faces. Right now, social media has become like an advertisement platform. We all walk around with a commercial in our pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Wallow said that. You know what I'm saying? And I think, you know, like, get out there and promote yourself and market yourself. You gotta hustle. And don't wait for nobody else to do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't complain when ain't nobody doing it, when ain't nobody else doing it, or people you thought should be doing it ain't doing it. People you think should be doing stuff on the eye for you, but they charging you. If you think this song is worth, do whatever you got to do to get the song out there. And if you feel like, all right, well, I don't need this medium, I'm gonna go this way. I don't gotta pay this person. That's up to you, but don't stop. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst thing you could do is stop. Like, put the song out or play it for a few people and they give you a negative review. And you're like, all right, I ain't gonna put that song out. And now you hold on to it for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, just put the music out. Be consistent putting it out. Show the world, like I said, promote yourself. And so you'll find an audience for you. Some people like all kinds of shit, bro. You don't even gotta be good at nothing no more. Like, because what the world has discovered, there's an audience for everybody. Everybody can get money out here. You know what I mean? The motherfucker that started rapping yesterday can get some money with me at the same table. Like, that's just what it is.
Do you charge for features?
I do. But for the most part, I connect with people and vibe. So like, I ain't big on it, but it's a business, and I think I just try not to hustle it. That's what you know what I mean? Because it's art, and I respect other artists. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I run into the people that on the other side that's trying to hustle me, or not trying to hustle me, but they thinking of it like a hustle, and they doing, and I got homies that charge, and they like, man, you tripping. I'm hustling these features. Like, that's how, you know what I mean? I don't knock nobody hustle, but for me personally, like, you know what I mean? If it's something that I'm interested in and I got, you know what I mean, I fuck with you, then yeah, we gonna make it happen. But I make music in my own time. I think people don't understand that part about me, because a lot of people are hustlers when it comes to features and shit like that, and just working with people. You know what I mean? Me, I'm a feeling person. I gotta feel when the time is right for us to work together. And it's like, we can know each other for 2 years. And like, yeah, every time we see each other, it's like, damn, bro, we gotta get together. And it's like, I know that shit be kind of sound like just politics, but I'm really like that, where it's like, bro, you just gotta come find me in the studio. I'm in the studio for 12 hours. You know what I mean? I've been here 18 hours today and yesterday. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if sometimes you can get in contact and you can get access to me, sometimes you can't, because I also got personal real life shit going on. So it's like, you know what I mean? You know, I think people need to know that part about me, because I do features, you know what I mean? I do free ones and I charge, you know what I'm saying? So.
Are you selective with the artists that you collab with?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm learning the politics of the game at the same time. I'm selective for sure, but you know what I mean? Some things I do because it's political. Some things I do because I feel it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I fuck with this, and this is good music. Matter of fact, it always got to be good music. I think I always elevate things to that next level. You know what I mean? If it's not there, like, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I'm definitely selective. Like, I ain't doing it for the check, and that's what I mean by I ain't hustling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you can't just throw, bro, I got. You know what I'm saying? I might consider it, but you know what I mean? But if I'm like, oh no, I can't even fuck with this.
Do you feel like artists need radio, media outlets, bloggers? podcasters.
Yeah.
Do you feel like they need that?
Yeah, they do.
Do you feel like do they utilize that, or they just feel like if I just put it on Spotify, Apple, and post on Instagram, it's gonna bring awareness like that?
Now, I feel like some artists do feel like that.
Okay.
That has happened.
Okay.
Where they don't go around they don't use them, but once I started looking into how the business work of the industry and what the labels are doing and what these other companies is doing, like if I went and signed, my face would be everywhere.
Right.
I'd be on this platform, I'd be on BT Jam Cypher and on the red carpet. I'd be on Sway in the Morning, you know what I'm saying? I'd be on a whole circuit.
Right.
That they've orchestrated and they already got set in place. They got relationships and all of that. It's the same thing. Right. So like if you're trying to be a business and make money and you're trying to operate in the music industry, you gotta learn how it works. And you need all of those things. You know what I mean? Like how you gonna advertise your business?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like
distribution deal or record deal?
I think whatever deal
you
works.
Gotta pick one. You gotta pick one, Amir.
I ain't going. I don't know, bro. Like I think I'ma always like say do it on your own, do it from the muscle. But like I'm also not opposed to like sitting down and doing good business.
Right.
And I think that's really all I care about. I don't care what kind of deal. I do whatever deal if it's favorable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter if we talking publishing and distribution and we talking 360 and all that. If we talking all of that and it's favorable where I just got to commit to these things and there's no funny money in the contract. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I'm with whatever, but so that's what I'm saying. I ain't really, but if I had to choose one right now, distribution deal.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'll just choose one, put a simple fact, but I'm just, whatever deal is good business. You know what I mean? Like, and what's favorable for me. That's just how I look at business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now somebody could say, all right, well, Amir, why get a distribution deal when you just told me that I can go on TuneCore and have it digitally distributed?
I would get a distribution deal to scale.
Oh, okay.
You're going to hit a ceiling.
Right.
From what you like, and that's the thing, like artists, that's why I'm choosing the independent route. The whole thing is, all right, build leverage, but also get an accurate report on yourself. You never put a project out. You never been consistent. Like, get an accurate report. All right, these are the things I can do. I know I can do on my own. Right. With my connections and my network and what I've built over the years, this is what I know I can do.
Right.
Now I can sit down and talk to people like, all right, well, I want to accomplish these things next year. Can you help me do this? And now I got something that I really want to sit down and bring to the table because it's like, well, I can do this on my own. I don't really need your help. I don't want you. It's always like portrayed as if like, yo, I can make the magic happen.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And you even see it in artists that are mainstream and been big before. Sometimes they'll get with different people and it's like they on a second run. And it's like, now we making the magic happen. And it's like, bro, it's just, it's like any other business to me. Like, you know what I mean? It's really just business. I'm trying to scale. Like, that's why I would do one.
Earlier, I asked my guy, Cy from the Philly First 48.
Yeah, shout out to bro. That's my guy.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
I asked him a question, and the question was, do artists today still need artist development?
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I don't know why. It's the hustle mentality. I was about to say I don't know why, but I know why. It's good. We be knowing the answers to shit. It's right in front of us. For real. It's the hustle mentality that people got with black culture,
right,
and hip hop music and R&B music. We've pimped it out so much that like you'd almost be a fool not to pimp it out in the minds of some people. You know what I'm saying? And I think like that's why people don't want to develop as an artist. They seen Lil Such and Such go crazy and they get into the bag I ain't about to get with no vocal coach. I don't care about performing, bro. They don't care about that. Man, these people going, it's crazy because like I seen some shit like where artists will charge to work with a producer.
What?
Right. It's like
Wait a minute. That's not far-fetched.
Like send me your beat, right? And like, send me some beats. Any producers, you know what I mean, want me to fuck with their beats, send them to me, you know what I mean? And it's this, I got a discount on. Like that type joint. We're such in a hustle mentality, and I'm not knocking anybody hustle, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy to me. Like I don't know. To me, that waters down what is the goal here? And that's what I'm saying. Like it's up to somebody's goal. Because if they in it for the bag, then get your money. I would never stop nobody from doing that. Like you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
to me, my goals is like I need niggas that make beats. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't want to fuck with, if I'm getting overwhelmed because it's too many people sending me beats. I ain't about to hustle niggas. I'm gonna just tell niggas no. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got somebody that I'm locked in with, I'm working on. I got Google Drive folders full of beats that I've gotten that I haven't even gotten to yet. So sending me new beats is pointless. That's what I be telling people sometimes. It's like, yeah, bro, you can send them, but it's like, I'm sitting on 700.
Right.
You know what I mean? And my right-hand man made 5 today. I'm gonna listen to those because those I can manipulate. Now I can link with you and we gonna get together. It just when it align, like so I treat it like I do the features, like because it's collabing. Like they artists too. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't like to hustle. Like that's my reason.
Do you feel like you the best in the city?
I feel like I'm the best ever. You know what I'm saying? I don't really, and man, that shit ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what niggas think. I be lists come out, shit like that. I'm not one of them dudes that's like if everybody came out tomorrow and was like, yo, he really ass, he ain't this, that, and that, I don't care.
Right.
It don't matter to me because like I said, there's an audience for her. This shit business to me now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can make this shit shake. Like, I mean, I'm starting to see some money from music. So but on the back end. So it's like, all right, I've been listening, studying, reading. Hey man, opinions and shit don't even matter. It don't even matter. This shit just business. Like if I sold t-shirts and niggas was buying my t-shirts, but then the nigga came and said, man, them t-shirts ass. So I don't care, nigga. I sold all my t-shirts today. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's one of them joints. That's how I look at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? As long as I got somebody that's willing to pay, so what? You know what I mean?
Do lyrics still matter?
To me, yeah, and to some people, you know what I mean? And shout out to us that care, that give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of people, and they matter to what?
Do it matter to the artist that's creating the product?
It depends on what kind of product we selling. You know what I mean? If you got a very high quality product, you want your shit to be a certain way.
Right.
But if you, I'm just looking to get the shit off. If it's a hustle, then no, they don't matter. That's what I was about to say. To what? To money? Lyrics don't matter to money.
Right.
You could, like, this niggas on the internet that have YouTube channels with the sound of rain that make more money than me in music. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's a real thing. We hustling each other as artists. It's niggas on the internet making rain sounds and ASMR and just noises and shit. They getting checks from YouTube, TikTok. Like, this shit, bro, we gotta get out of our own way when it comes to like the ego shit. Like,
what's a stream?
When an interactive play on a service that hosts music files, that's what it is. It's a play on a device that you get, you know what I mean, through the internet. You know what I'm saying? That on somebody else's server that they host, they got a file of music and I can pay them to listen to their shit. So
Without saying names, how many artists you collabed with that you feel like you bodied them? Without saying names.
that's funny as shit, because a lot of people ask me shit like that, but I don't be.
Amir, this the untold. Talk heavy.
No, I feel you, bro. No, but and you know what I mean? People, everybody will tell you, bro. This always my answer. Like, I don't really see niggas. That's how I'm really looking at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? I don't know if that was, like, you know what I mean? That was a little, that was the spice you was looking for. Like, you know what I mean? Because I don't really, and I think I just approach it like, all right, well, how do I fit on here when I get with niggas?
Right.
It's not a comment. How do we make the best song? I got OT the Real in here, who is like that.
Right.
Like, I seen him do it. He do it very fast. He don't play around. Like, and it's like,
Shouts to OT Real. I like him.
There's no stopping. That's bro. He, you know what I mean, he one of the first people to show me like mad love, put me on records, got streams up for me and all of that. Like, you know what I mean, was putting me on game. Like shout out to O, but I don't even look at it like that.
Right.
With bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure there's other people that come. Oh, bro, you killed OT the Real. I'm sure, man, like, bro, you smoked that joint. I'm sure that happens. And I think that's like fanfare. That's for like everybody else. But I don't even approach it with that mindset, because that would take me out of my zone of thinking how I would fit best on this song or on this beat. Like, if I'm worried about, oh, damn, his verse too good, I'll erase my verse if I feel like, oh, no, I'm doing too much on here. Maybe I need to do a little less.
Hold up. So
maybe I need to
pull
do
back?
too much. I'm trying to make a good song, a good record. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about that to me. Like, the creative process of the music more than the rapper side. The rapper side, I'm still a consumer when it comes to the rapper side. I got my own opinions. If you asking me my own opinions and all that, we could talk off camera, but like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, not even to be like super politically correct, but I really don't think about that when I'm going in to write my verse, or when I hear the song back later. I'm like, I might say, damn, bro could have came a little harder. Damn, I wish bro would have did this. But I also respect other niggas' art.
Right.
So if that's what bro decided to send me or do, bet. I mean, like, I'm gonna make it shake. Like,
I put about 6 people onto your music.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Like I really advocate for you as an artist, because and we just met.
Yeah.
I advocate for you as an artist because you deliver the sound of Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? For those that's outside of Philadelphia that don't know the politics and what goes on here.
Yeah.
I believe your flow, your music, your voice, you know what I'm saying? It really give people the vision of a real Philadelphia spitter.
Yeah, what it's really like.
Yeah. And shouts to everybody else in Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying? But I want to marginalize you, because that's what, me as a consumer, as a fan, and as a person that's on the outside looking in, that's what I see, that's what I hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I was taught that. I was taught that by Beanie Siegel.
Okay.
I was taught to represent Philly in a certain light. I was taught that by Meek Mill.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I was taught that by the people, the legends, the people that made it out and came before me and doing what I'm doing. Like, I was taught that by Will Smith, going to get the first Grammy. Like, I'm taught these things to represent Philly a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was the things they was saying as I was growing up that I was repeating walking down the street or walking through the hallway in school that gave me my sense of identity. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was taught by them to represent Philly. And not the way that they saw it. To me, the way that they music, it displayed, it was like their perspective on it. Okay. And I think that's what I was taught to do. Like, all right, we'll talk about it from your perspective. Like, you from West Philly too, but, you know what I mean? That shit ain't the Fresh Prince song from where I'm from. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like that now. We in different eras, and shit was different. Right. You know what I'm saying? And they different guys, and like, you know what I'm saying? But shit ain't like the Fresh Prince song. My shit more like the Leaf War song. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's we just in different realities. So, but I give my own perspective. You understand what I'm saying? Like, where it's relatable to guys from that era or different eras or whatever. They like, damn, that's it. You sound like Philly, and I think that's one of the biggest blessings I can get back from like my art. Is like that. That's intentional. I do that shit on purpose, and like for people to feel like that, it's like, damn, like I ain't talk to you about that, but like for you to be putting people on, like, no, this young boy, this Philly though, like,
Yeah.
that's a blessing, bro. So alhamdulillah about that.
Without giving people the sauce, how do you come up with your wordplay?
I don't know, bro. I think I'm clever, bro. I got a unique sense of humor. I think that play a part. Like I said, I'm my heaviest critic, so if I feel like I wrote some bullshit, I will stay on the same rap, same line forever.
Right.
Until I get it right. If I don't like what I wrote, that shit got to go. So like that play a role, like me critiquing it real bad. I'm clever, like my sense of humor. And then I think just like my vocabulary, you know what I mean? I've retained a lot of the things I've heard and learned over the years, and I think I use what I got, you know what I mean, to not, a lot of people think having like a high lyrical ability mean you gotta be like a savant with words, and you gotta say really big words, and you know what I mean, you gotta have deep meaning behind your shit, and like that's a part of it too. But I think like that's a skill too. But I'm just clever at giving you my point of view. That's how I come up with my words. But that's the sauce. Like it's really through my lens, bro. It's like we could say the same rap, but I might hear the pocket of it different and drop the words different, and it sound just slightly different and slightly better. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's shit like that that I kind of focus on. Like, you know what I mean?
Jim Jones or Nas?
Nas. Come on.
I like that answer.
Come on, cat, bro.
I like that answer.
I can't. Come on, bro.
Do you feel like their names hold weight next to each other?
Absolutely not. I think Nas is in one place, Jim Jones is in a different place, and that's my opinion. And you know what I mean? I listen to both them niggas' music growing up, so that's what I developed from what I heard. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas is nowhere near each other in my regard for rap and all of that. And I think that I don't know what this is about. I mean, I take shit I see on the internet with a grain of salt because it's like, I don't know the angle. I don't know what's really going on. I think, my opinion, there might be some other shit going on, some like marketing, some other shit.
Could be.
Because it's like, bro, like, I don't even want to have that conversation, bro. It's better conversations to have. It's like, if Jim Jones was here now saying that, I wouldn't even go back. I'd be like, all right, that's what's up, bro. I'm like, yeah, damn, I gotta check your shit out. I gotta listen. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know niggas had that opinion. That's crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
In the city of Philadelphia, man, do you believe that it carries a dark cloud over it?
Yes and no. I think I can't ignore the shit I seen growing up and the shit I experienced and the shit I'm still experiencing. But I think, like, bro, the world is like suffering from the effects of what social media is doing to the youth. You know what I'm saying? Like to younger kids. Like I was 12. I could not talk to the people I didn't like.
Right.
Like these niggas could link up with these niggas without parents even knowing and shit like that. Like, and we could blame the parents, we could blame the people that came before, we could blame the kid. It don't matter. But it's like, I think, bro, we just in a sped up version of the world that we grew up in, and I think we are adjusting. You what I'm saying? Just like the kids are adjusting here specifically. And I think that dark cloud shit only gonna stay if we keep acknowledging it. If we just pour, how much good are we pouring in the cup to fight this shit? Because
Right,
the shit is
right,
gonna like, so
right.
that's my perspective. Is like, all right, well, if shit is really bad here right now, then we need to be doing a lot of good to combat it. Cause that, and doing a lot of good don't mean it's gonna stop it. But that's just, we gotta balance this shit out. Right now it's imbalance. It's like we do some good, or we was doing a level of good in the past, and we thinking that's the joint, but this still going up. The like how shit is, how bad shit is like that
Right.
rises. So like we gotta step up, do more. You know what I mean? I really don't know what to say to get rid of the dark cloud, other than like just we gotta do more shit.
Do you believe that Philadelphia lacks unity with, within the city?
No, I was at the Eagles parade. It was the best day of my life. You know what I mean? And the night that they won, I came down. You know what I mean? That was the best day of my life. Most unity I ever seen here. You know what I mean? I was there the year we won in 2018. I
Okay.
came down there. It's nothing like it, bro. That's the most unity I've ever seen in my life.
Right, right,
Like
right. It's a culture
up
thing.
close. Yeah, it's different, bro. So it's here. And when we go out of town, like Philly don't play about Philly. You know what I'm saying? Now we super aggressive and we fuck around, get into it with it ourselves before anything else. But like, you know what I mean? It's I think, bro, it's this the city of brotherly love. No matter how much people want to talk about the other things going on here too, but we a city just like any else. It's a ghetto and a poverty, it's a crime rate and a murder rate. There's niggas toting their guns and you know what I mean? You know, a system that was put there to oppress people. It's like this shit is all over the place, bro. So it's not just here. So I don't like to highlight the negativity. I feel like, yeah, we got unity, bro. Like that's like it's nothing like the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Maybe the
Yeah,
Sixers winning the
yeah.
chip. Maybe I've never seen it, so you know what I mean. We have to see. But,
Yeah, yeah, I mean, even when we won the World Series, it
you
was
feel what
it
I'm
was a
saying?
it was
It
a
was a
crazy,
yeah, bro.
unity.
We be family.
Yeah,
Like we be looking out for each other.
yeah,
Like in on a like just a common sense. Like the Eagles won the Super Bowl yesterday. I partied all hard last night. You know what I mean? I'm getting up. There's people holding the door. You know what I mean? I'm getting up the next day handling my business. People holding the door for me. Go Birds.
yeah,
Like we just
yeah,
nicer. We
yeah.
just fuck with each other more. So it's like we gotta find ways to put that unity there and bring it out and pour more good into the cup. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we could. Right now, a lot of people in Philly, it don't feel like it's no safe place to go.
Right,
You
right,
know what I
right,
mean?
right,
You know what I
right.
mean? Shit. You better not go nowhere without your shit on you. You out here doing the wrong thing. You in the wrong places. Like it's like that out here. So we don't feel safe, but we definitely got the unity, bro. Right.
When Amir Ali is in the studio,
Yeah.
you know, like what type of vibe you gotta be the touch and tap into those emotional songs, those stories.
Um, music, it's crazy because before I used to look at it like whenever I got writer's block or something like that, like I'm a believer that like the things out of my control, I tried my hardest to not focus on controlling them. Like that human habit of like, I gotta get in control of this. And I think before I used to like beat myself up if I didn't write or if I was in the studio and I didn't come up with nothing. And like I just learned it's a muscle. And also I feel like it's bigger than me. It's like that's a gift through a higher power, right?
Right, right.
So when it's happening, when I get to writing, I could be anywhere doing anything. You know, like I had to develop the skill of knowing how to get in my zone in the studio. So I think like when them emotional songs is there, I like to be locked in with the producer, not too much distraction so I can focus and get the message across. And you know what I mean? Like I'm very like particular about the process of creating the music.
How many artists did you collaborate with this year, just in 2025?
2025. Well, I got songs that I did in 2024 that came out in 2025. So I mean I'll count them too. I think damn. And I'm trying to not count the shit that I got coming out with people too that ain't out yet that I ain't supposed to talk about.
But just the ones that's out.
Yeah, I think, you know what I mean? Well, you know, for the album I got Core on there, I got OT The Real, Kyle from Jerome, Jay Saif is on there. I got Freeway on the album in one of the skits. I got KP, like Fake Free KP. He on one of the skits too. Like they my folks, so they came doing this. I'm on the album, but I collabed with KP and Dapper. I think our record. I'm not sure. I gotta check the date on it when the record actually came out. I think it came out this year, top of this year. But I collabed with them. Trying to think who else I collabed with. My guy Mikai, he put out a record. I did a collab with him. My guy Ty, who's Ty. He put out a record. The boy Guap, you know what I mean? He put out a record that I'm on. Like, I was definitely working with people. I was busy top of the year gearing up for the tape. And like at the end of the year last year, I was busy like working with people, you know what I mean? And you know, I'm gonna get back to it too. Like I wanted to make an emphasis this year on making records and making records with the people from the city specifically. People that don't have records, that don't know how to make records. And I ain't gonna say they don't know. I don't want, you know what I mean, critique nobody's work, but like trying to, how do I figure out how to use this puzzle piece? That type of thing. So like, you know what I mean, I'm looking to collab with a lot more people from here because there's not enough people here making this kind of music that care.
Right.
On a level where it's like, I'm also not trying to hustle. You know what I'm saying? The money here, I got an audience. I got 80,000 followers on the gram. If I can figure out how to get them to give me a couple dollars every month, I'll figure something out. I mean, I got a business. So, you know what I mean? That's just how I think about it.
You ever heard of Del P?
Yeah, that's Big Bro.
Yeah. Y'all did a track together?
We ain't get on the record together, but I just did
I
did his
that.
the Wordsmith experience down on Chestnut.
Yeah,
I just did I don't know if it was the last one. I know he just did something at City Winery. I didn't make that, but the last joint he did on Chestnut, I was there.
Yeah, Del P, I could definitely see you guys on a track. And,
Yeah,
and like I told
spitter.
you off camera, I could see you on Sandman doing a track as well, man.
Yeah, real spitters, yeah.
My last question was one thing no one know about you, but they should.
One thing somebody don't know about me, but they should. I think I made emphasis about it earlier because I know, like, when I'm bad with communication.
Okay.
I'll say that, like, and I'm learning how to be better, right?
Okay.
Because, especially in the social media world, you know what I mean? Like, I got a certain way that I use social media that's like unique to me. And before I had a business, this is how I operated. So I don't be caring about nobody's feelings, and if I don't respond to nothing, sometimes that like shit like that it's bad habits that I've developed from like before I was making a business. So it's like it's things I've had talks in my meetings about with my team, like, yo, these things gotta change. And like even with the phone, hitting people back, scheduling shit, forgetting that I scheduled it. You know what I mean? Or not coordinating it with my team, you know, Siani, like,
Right,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm guilty of all of that. So, like, my communication is never to slight somebody else.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people may take certain things certain way. Like, you know what I mean? If I don't show up, it's like, bro, I'm used to my old habits where I wasn't sought after. I'm a fly on the wall. That's always been my MO. Like I got my little circle that I'm operating through, and that's what I need at the moment. And I got people that I might not see for 2 years, but when I see them, it's the same love. So it's like sometimes I operate that, and I brought that into my business, my music business, and like that's something that I feel like people should know about me, so they don't take things personal, because it's me trying to learn how to figure out how to, you know what I mean, like,
I like
be
that you
responsible.
transparent.
Yeah, no, that's a real thing. I'm trying to get better. Like,
Right,
I gotta
right.
talk about this shit. Yeah, you might have some advice for me. You
Right.
might turn the camera on and be like, yeah, bro, well, this, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm gonna get better at that shit by any means.
Right,
You
right.
feel what I'm saying? So I feel like bringing it up, being vocal about it, is how I'm gonna get better. If I keep it to myself that I need to get better with that shit, it'll just be in my back pocket forever. So that's how I look at it.
Right. I know I said it was my last question, but
Yeah.
this is my last question.
Yeah.
Be brutally honest. What advice do you have for an Amir Ali that's, that's on the porch and they just want to be inspired to, do music?
Figure out what you want. Figure out what your goals is. Cause I could give you a game plan and sauce and what my goals is and why I do what I do, but like if you got different goals, if you want different things, you gotta be honest with yourself. Like you gotta be trained, you gotta be able to like know yourself. I got a good like I said, I got a great relationship with myself.
Right.
I'm talking to myself like, what you want out of this shit? At the end of it, when it's all done, like, what you gonna be satisfied with? What you gonna feel like you left on the table? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I identify those things, it's like, I don't want it, and when it's all said and done, I don't want niggas to be like, damn, man, that nigga got bad communication. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, no, that's something I'm gonna change. So It's like, figure out what you want, because don't get caught up in the world. It's a vicious world of people trying to give you advice right now, especially online. Like I said, everybody's just a walking billboard and advertisement. It's like, bro, stop listening to motherfuckers and tap in with yourself first. And then that way you know, all right, well, I want to do these things. The information on doing that thing is on the internet right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can really find it, but you gotta specify, you gotta get specific and detailed so that way you know what you're going after. Like,